Live from the campus of Washington and Lee University, this is a Channel 18 Rockbridge News Update.
Welcome to the Rockbridge Report Tuesday Live Update. I'm Caroline Shimp. Tens of thousands gathered on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. today in a show of solidarity with Israel as it wages war against Hamas for a sixth week. During the March for Israel rally, demonstrators called for hostages to be freed and spoke out against a rise in anti-Semitism in the U.S.
The Jewish people, right, have felt comfortable and at home and as contributing members of the society. And to see this layer peeled back and exposing this horrifying anti-Semitism has been a shock to all of us.
The March for Israel comes 10 days after thousands in Washington engaged in a pro-Palestinian march to demand a ceasefire in Gaza. The U.S. government faces another shutdown threat as the federal funding deadline is Saturday. Today, the House Speaker will vote on Speaker Mike Johnson's two-tiered proposal, which would extend government funding for some agencies and programs until January 19th and continue funding for others until February 2nd. A shutdown could spell trouble for millions of Thanksgiving travelers next week. CNN's Amy Kiley reports.
A AAA forecast out today predicts this Thanksgiving will be the third busiest on record for travelers. It estimates over 55 million people will venture 50 or more miles from home, and travelers could face more headaches than just congestion. Los Angeles is scrambling to reopen this critical section of I-10 after a devastating fire over the weekend.
This is an emergency. This is not going to be resolved in 1 or 2 days.
A possible government shutdown this coming weekend would have a broader impact. The White House is warning airline passengers could face long wait times and delays.
November 2,
The U.S. already has a shortage of air traffic controllers. A shutdown could make that worse.
That would force the FAA to suspend hiring, close its training academy, delay the pipeline of new controllers, delay modernization.
TSA employees would have to work without paychecks.
From what I hear, we're looking to surpass some records here in Atlanta over this travel holiday season. So to be in a government shutdown during that time is not going to be good.
Workers at Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson Airport say they're especially concerned.
Atlanta is the busiest airport in the world. So, a slowdown here slows down everything else, and we just do not want that happening.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
U.S. Representative Abigail Spanberger will run for Virginia governor in 2025 instead of seeking re-election next year. Spanberger made the announcement in a campaign video and says she wants to lower prescription drug prices, grow the middle class, and protect women's reproductive rights. Spanberger, a Democrat, represents Virginia's 7th congressional district, which is a key swing seat in the state. She's vying to become Virginia's first female governor. Governor Glenn Youngkin will not be running for re-election in 2025. The Commonwealth prevents governors from serving consecutive terms. Virginia's State House will soon have its first black speaker in its 400-year-plus history. The chamber's incoming Democratic majority unanimously chose Delegate Don Scott to serve in the post. This comes after Democrats won the majority in the House of Delegates in last week's election. The full House of Delegates will vote to officially confirm him in January. Meanwhile, Virginia House Republicans voted to keep outgoing House Speaker Todd Gilbert as the caucus leader in the minority. Gilbert managed to fend off Delegate Terry Kilgore, the current House Majority Leader, who sought the chamber's top job. In 2018, the Red Head restaurant in Lexington garnered national headlines for refusing to serve former White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Now the restaurant's owners say they'll serve their final customers on December 31st. Luke Fallon is live on East Washington Street to share more.
After 15 years, the Red Hen restaurant will close its doors here in Lexington. The small farm-to-table restaurant announced the news on its website Saturday and says its creative team will unveil a new plan early next year. No word yet from co-owner Stephanie Wilkinson about what that project entails. Reporting live from Lexington, I'm Luke Fountain. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Luke. That's all for today's Tuesday Live Update. Join us Thursday at 5 p.m. for our 30-minute newscast, including Luke's full story on the Red Hen. And check out our website, rockbridgereport.wlu.edu, for the latest local and national news.